Hi, so the reason why I'm talking to you today, I stayed at Stony Point Commons, and we had a really bad infestation with rats and mice. I actually was very ill there. A lot of my neighbors were ill too, but with the disabilities that some of my neighbors have, some of those people can't speak up for themselves. I tried to be a voice and help us. I actually had to lose my apartment because it was so bad and become homeless. Freedom Block is helping me right now stay temporarily in a hotel, but I lost everything I have because of an infestation and a sickness that was the mice and rats were carrying because I caught it, which is histoplasmosis. So I believe that someone needs to go out there and try to help others, or that building needs to be closed down because it wasn't a safe place for me to live or for others. And some people probably not able to speak up for themselves like I was. I just left my place and left everything because the doctor said if I didn't leave, that I probably would never heal. And I've been really, really sick. I have like a lung infection from being around rodents. So pretty much that's what I wanted to talk about.
So Tanika, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention, and we'll definitely be following up with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Ryan Keene. Nicholas Cassiopo. Edmika Minter. Thought I saw Mika.
Madam President, I'm pretty sure I saw her.
I did too. We'll come back to her.
Madam President,
Winchester.
She just messaged me and let me know that she has to come back into the room. She'll be right back in.
Okay. We'll come back to her. Kiana Winchester.
Hi, how are you guys this evening?
Good.
I am Kiana Winchester, and I live in Erickson. I represent Freedom Black. I'm here today once again to discuss the way we are living. We have been going through this for a number of weeks, and I thank you guys for listening and hearing us out, because it seems like we're not getting through to management or getting through to the owners up here. And where you try to fight, where you get discouraged, when you don't, how should I put it? When you fight so hard for something and you're letting them know, you're letting the people know, and they're not doing anything, and you still saying the same thing and going in circles, you do get very discouraged. And also the way we're living up here is not right. So I'm just asking for you guys, we're people, we have feelings just like you guys do. We just asking for y'all to help, reach out to us and do our best. We're trying our hardest. We're just asking for you guys to please just help. You're helping from a start because you are hearing us out. Now, before we didn't have nobody to listen, nobody to hear us out, nobody to try to help us. But it's getting worse up here. The mice problem, the roach problem is getting worse up here in Erickson. And not to mention that a lot of the apartments that they have, the new remodel apartments, are not put together right. The furnaces are messing up. The hot water tanks are messing up. My neighbor, she still cannot wash. She is just not able to wash, and she moved in here maybe a week after I did. So like the other young lady said before me, there are a lot of people that are scared to speak out. I'm not scared. So I'm speaking for me and other people. So it's bad. I'm just asking for y'all to come out here and see for yourself and not from what nobody tells y'all. I mean, I don't really know what to say or how much can I say or stress the issue of how stressful it is for our families up here. I have nothing else to say. Thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for allowing me to join you guys' meeting.
Thank you so much, Kiana. Edmika Minter.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for letting me join. My name is Edmika Minter. I am the president of the Erickson Tenant Union. I am here to speak on the behalf of the tenants of Wilbith and Erickson on an update. Recently, I've been dealing with a tenant who doesn't want to be named because of retaliation to KMG and Redwood. Contractor kicked in her door, grabbed her 13-year-old. The police report was made. He was arrested. We have not had a follow-up or an update on that. So not only are these contractors not doing the job correctly, but they're targeting people's children. She has been retaliated against, given at least 10 eviction notices. Right now she has one after being given a paper stating that she did all her paperwork. But 2 weeks later, she was served an eviction because of paperwork they said she didn't complete. I have another tenant who Wilbus management left her door like just broken. It won't lock. So she been back in her home since the contractors were supposed to have fixed her apartment Saturday with a broken door. And things out of her apartment have came up missing due to that. No, none of the conditions have gotten better. I have been living in my new unit since November 4th. I have not did a recertification. My rent, like I said, had went up, and I have a recording of them saying that it wasn't supposed to. I have not been reimbursed for anything for them downsizing my apartment and putting me, raising my rent for that downsized apartment. When on the committee, the committee council meeting with KMG and Redwood, Connie Mathis said that rent would not go up if you go to a different unit. It's only by your income, and my income has not changed. So what I'm saying is we really need you guys to help. We need you guys to speak up and help us hold them accountable, because nothing has changed. I know they said that they're working with the tenants, but they are not, because issues have gotten worse since then. Thank you.
And Mika, thank you so much for the update. Monique Sales. Is Mr. Coker online with us? Dee McCall.
Hello, good evening. I'm here with one of our leaders from White Pine Villa. Our communications was off, so I have her here to speak on the behalf of the tenants here at White Pine.
Hi, my name is Deborah Holman, and I'm currently the president of our tenant committee that we're in the process of meeting with. We don't have the problem as extreme as I've been hearing, but my frustration is, I want to say thank you for being here and to see all these faces. But I hope they're not just faces to memorize, but faces of people who are willing to help. Because I've been fighting our fight for 2 years, and no one was available. It's like that anybody, somebody, nobody syndrome. Everybody knows, and I've been saying it for a while, that this is not a White Pine Villa problem. This is a housing problem, and somebody needs to do something besides talking about it.
So we are actively working with not only public housing, we're working with low income, affordable housing, housing for senior citizens and those with disabilities. So they're not just attacking those in public housing. Truly, it is a true act against humanity when it comes to the living spaces of the people within Akron. And I just propose to you all that we have this money from the American Rescue Plan to just develop certain programs to assist in helping the people. The people need a program to incorporate more inspectors to truly hold these contractors accountable. There needs to be more access to opportunity for getting help, because there are many people going homeless because of these spaces, because of situations similar to Stony Point, similar to the White Pine Villa. So this is truly a state of emergency and should be acted upon immediately. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. Amber Morgan. Samantha Jarvis. Louise Yost.
I'm sorry, Madam President, we do have a Samantha Jarvis here.
Samantha.
Hi. Sorry. Yes, I had to get my kids. Sorry about that. Okay. Thank you, guys. I know you guys have heard a lot about my apartments and my situation with, the leaky floors and the management not doing anything about it. And I just wanted to say thank you for listening, because I know they didn't come and fix anything until after that last council meeting, when they got called out for not fixing anything. Our floors were still wet after all that time. Our floors were still wet. So I finally just got into my apartment January 6th January, I don't remember the exact date. Maybe the 12th. I'm sorry, maybe the 12th. But I was supposed to move in like December 17th was the first day. And so they, for almost a month, they were taking forever to get my apartment ready. So we couldn't even go stay in either apartment because of the mold in my original apartment was so bad. I couldn't even bathe my kids in my sink or in my tub. I had to bathe them in a kitchen sink, and my daughter's almost 4 years old, so she's kind of big. And they just blatantly lie and then say like they're very involved when they're not. They do not talk to the office at all about the problems that are going on. I know they don't. And it's just, I had tried writing maintenance reports, but, they would tell me an inspector came, and an inspector inspected my apartment and never got back. Nothing ever got done about anything. And so it was either live in a moldy apartment or an apartment with leaky, wet floors. That's it.
Samantha, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Louise Yost.
Can you hear me? I think you did, right?
Yes, Louise, I can hear you.
Okay. How are you guys doing this evening?
Good.
Real quick, I live in the Wilbeth, which is Ward 7, and for Wilbeth Home. And I agree with a lot of they've been saying. I am the only one left in my whole unit back here still. And I'm supposed to have, somebody to tell me when am I moving, where am I moving to? Nothing. So I have no idea. I mean, they're starting to put up, the fences around, some of the units, closer to me. And I still haven't heard nothing from them. I was supposed to go to the office on the 19th. I was snowed in. I was scheduled for the thing, which is the 25th, I think it was, and snowed in. And nothing. I called, and they wouldn't answer. So I told my friend to call, and they answered his phone call. My phone call went to somebody, Suzanne and KMD. And I told them I'm stuck back here. And then so she comes 4 o'clock on one of the little go-kart things and snowed me in. Made it worse. I mean, there's a pile. Yes, I can get out just outside the one door that I have access to. The other one you can't. But they piled it this way. So I'm really, really bad. So now, then she came and I couldn't go to the door. So they wanted to say to my son, here, have her sign this. Not the paperwork that I was supposed to sign, I guess, but it was something for my relocation, for my RA, for the ADA thing, paperwork. She gave it to me, it was blank. They didn't have their name on it, didn't have my name on it, and yelled at my son, who was only 13, hey, have your mom sign this and bring it back. The very next morning, she calls me and says, why do you keep calling me? I didn't call her. I don't know. They're threatening me, and every month I get assigned something. My paperwork ain't due until March. Every time my rent has gone up, down, up, down. I got receipts for all of that. It's just, somebody needs to do something. I mean, I'm disabled. I'm back here by myself. I have no lighting whatsoever. Once it gets dark, you don't go outside because the skunks, the rats will get you. And there is a really bad mice problem. And there's holes going from inside my wall to like outside, so I can see, I guess. I don't know. It's just, something needs to be done. And they're not helping. They're not telling us where we're moving to, when we're moving to, what's it going to be like. Because I'm sure a lot of these people did not want what they have now. You know, I mean, I just wish somebody would help. That's all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Louise, so much for sharing. Yolanda McDade.
Yes. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I live in the Erickson, and I'm still in the old unit. I haven't moved to a new unit yet. When they first originally took over, they said I wouldn't be moving until March. Well, by March, they'll be owning us for a year. We have a mice infestation, a roast infestation. They're not coming to fix things on time properly. I had a problem, and only because my president, Tamika, took it to the office, that's when they called me and wanted to fix something. My bathroom needs to be repaired. My floor is dry rotted terribly, like my tub is going to eventually fall through my laundry room floor. They been knew this. I've been emailed them pictures. Yet and still they have not did nothing about it. I got a 2-year-old grandson that lives with me and a 10-month-old baby that I had in March. They're not helping us. They're basically like evicting everybody. They're not doing nothing, like nothing at all. Like it's just getting worse and worse as the months go past. So I hope this time somebody stands up and come help us, you know, because it's an ongoing problem. And it's going to continue to be an ongoing problem if we don't get no help. But that's all.
Okay. Yolanda, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for bringing those issues to our attention. At this time, we're going to close our public comment